Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tushar. I'm part of financial markets at PNT, and that's financial planning and analysis, looking after the financing and security services product. I know there are many of financing and financials in the last statement that really shows that I work from finance. Okay, so my today's topic is inside the mind of a procrastinator. So what exactly motivated me for selecting this topic? So there has been a brilliant and really funny actually TED talk by Mr. Tim Urban on the same name that I watched a few years back and that really inspired me to actually make changes in my life. And also I faced personal demons related to procrastination throughout my life. Be it school exams, college, competitive exams, they were the worst. Even in the office, and there are deadlines, there are projects, there are activities, anything and everything that has a deadline. Even like nominating myself to come here and speak here, so it has a deadline of 3 months. So I've been procrastinating for the last 3 months about this. Okay, so let me borrow from Mr. Tim Agarwal's blog as well as his TED talk about the how is the brain of a procrastinator different from a normal person or a non-procrastinator. So let me paint a picture. So let's say inside the mind of a person there is a driving seat, there is a steering wheel, and behind that there is a rational decision maker. Just as the name suggests, he is a rational decision maker. So he takes all his decisions based on logic, based on rational thought. So he knows when he has tasks in hand, he has deadlines, he has some timelines, so he follows, he work on them accordingly. And he knows when to take time off, when to play, when to do stuff that is fun and easy. So that's there in the brain of everyone. But there is also a unique feature that resides in the brain of procrastinators. That's an instant gratification monkey. So as the name suggests, the instant gratification monkey needs instant gratification always, every time, everywhere. So as soon as you have some task in hand, you have some work to do that might bring up the feelings of boredom, that might feel it's a little hard. Then suddenly that instant gratification monkey will take over the driving seat, will take over the steering wheel, and you will, instead of doing the task at hand, you will delve down into the rabbit hole or YouTube videos, social media feeds, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, news articles, or unlimited numbers of Wikipedia articles. Anything and everything that is easy and fun, but not a task at hand. And it's not like that you would be able to enjoy yourself while you are going through these easy and fun things, because at the back of your mind you know that these you actually supposed to be doing your actual task and not these things. So those beautiful feelings of guilt, dread, anxiety, self-hatred, they will cloud your mind and they will not let you enjoy your these easy and fun stuff. But we all know that there are procrastinators among us. There are a lot of people who procrastinate, and they are very well functioning member of society. So how do they do that? So it's because they have a savior in the name of panic monster. So whenever there is a deadline or whenever there is an end point of view, then you know that there is social obligation or you have to do it, there is no way to get out of that. Then this panic monster steps in, he saves the day, he kicks this instant gratification monkey up the tree, and finally the rational decision maker again get back the control of the driving seat or the steering wheel. And although you have wasted your whole time, but still you somehow, maybe after staying the whole line, taking some shortcuts, but you will crawl your way to the finish line. Now let's talk about the science behind the procrastination. So most of us think that the procrastination is related to poor planning or a time management issue, but it's actually an emotion-focused coping strategy. So it's actually a coping strategy because you do not want to feel those feelings that comes with doing this hard work. So what you do is you simply use this coping strategy of not doing it at all. So the researchers in Germany actually did an MRI scan of brains of procrastinators and non-procrastinators, and what they found was in the brain of the procrastinators, the they have a larger amygdala. Amygdala is here. Amygdala is part of the limbic system. It is known for fight and flight response. So let's say you see a lion in wild. So you do not have to think about it because it's ingrained in your brain or your limbic system that either you fight it or you run for your life. You do not have to spend even a second thinking about what decision you have to make, because this is a very basic, very low level brain function that is very common across all the animal kingdom, all the species that was developed billions of years before. And so this is not like a high level brain function, something like organization, thought process, future planning. Those things are very specific to human beings. They are high level of brain function. Anyway, so what happened is what we call as amygdala hijack. The procrastinators are getting emotionally, and the emotion focused coping strategy response is to simply escape. It is saying that I do not want to, I do not want these negative emotions that I will experience by doing this or performing this task. So I will simply not perform the task. Now another research in UCLA, they took the MRI of the brains of people while they were thinking about their present self, their future self, and somebody else. So their present, when you are thinking about right now, about you, when you are thinking about yourself in future, and when you are thinking about somebody else. And the brilliant thing that they found was when they scan the brain of a person who is thinking about their future self, so the same part of their brain would light up, that same part of the brain light up when you are thinking about somebody else. So we think about our future self as a stranger, as a different person. So we will mistreat that person, and we will mistreat that stranger, and we will say that I do not want to do this. That other person, that stranger, that other future me will do it. So that all these things adds up and drive procrastination. So now let's talk about what the science says, how we can actually control or work with procrastination. So all these things that I mentioned, if they sound like something like you, then you might think that there is no hope. But fortunately, there are things that you can do. Especially, the key of getting control is emotion regulation. Because it's an emotion coping strategy, so emotion regulation is the key here. So there are a few methods that are suggested. One method is practicing mindfulness, or as we say in India, meditation. There is also breathing and muscle relaxation exercises, or as we say, yoga. And there is acknowledgement of your feelings, or as we say, praying. So our civilization that is millennia or old, we already have all these things incorporated in our daily activities. But Western scientists have given them different names for mindfulness, relaxation and breathing exercises, as we say, meditation and yoga. So furthermore, there has been research done out of the University of Pittsburgh which says that people can learn to control their emotions through mindfulness or meditation. So they did a test on participants where they asked them to perform an intensive 8-week course of meditation or mindfulness, and what they found was at the end of that 8 weeks, their size of amygdala actually shrunk. So the thing that is capturing when that is driving the procrastination, that particular brain part actually shrunk. So the most important thing here is to control the procrastination is that you have to keep it your next task as small as possible. When you are preparing a list of tasks, try to break it down as small as possible as you can do in the smallest chunk possible. Because when you see the small chunk, you will realize that okay, I can actually do this next thing. And research has shown us that even when we make progress, even a little bit of a goal, it fulfills our well-being. Even when we just do a tiniest bit of step, it will get us in the groove, it will get us into the momentum, and we will be able to complete our work. So one thing that I have much from my personal experience by fighting this demon of procrastination throughout my life, I have learned is whenever I get any task at hand, especially let's say every one of us get those emails from HR asking that this is a compulsory training that we have to do by this deadline. That is a great, whenever I get it, I do not wait for it to get, go in the back burner and procrastination to step in. As soon as I receive those emails, I just get on it, I finish that training on the same day. Because I know, in case I have not done that training on the same day, then I will be doing that training on the last day of the deadline. And throughout the whole timeline. Every day I will be seeing that email sitting in my inbox under to-do items. Okay, so till now I have talked about procrastination that is very much linked to deadlines. So you know we have deadlines, so it's a very finite way of issue. So you have at the start, you know that there is a deadline. Even if you procrastinate, then you have a system. The panic monster will step in. He will save the day. He will take instant gratification money, and finally you will crawl your way through the finish line. But it's not just the only way of procrastination. There is also second way of procrastination. Not every task in the world that we have in our life are linked with the deadline. There are so many tasks in our life. Like you want to start your business, you are an entrepreneur. You want to be an entrepreneur. You want to take care of your health. You want to exercise. You want to work on your relationships. You want to spend time with your family. You want to visit your parents. You want to call your friends. All these activities, all these tasks do not have any deadlines. And since there is no deadline, there is no savior in the form of panic monster who is coming to save you. So what you end up is an infinite loop of where you end up not even able to start a task at all. So these people who are actually suffering from this second type of procrastination, they feel like they are actually spectators in their own life. They see that they are actually, they see that they are think life is happening around them, and they have no control over it. They want to do certain things, but they have no control over it. And the frustration for them is not that they are not able to achieve their dreams, but the frustration is that they are not even able to start chasing them. So my final wisdom for you to take back home is, we all have very fixed amount of time that we have on earth. Think about what we really are procrastinating about. Because the reality is each and every one of us not is a procrastinator. Because one way or the other, everybody is procrastinating about something in life. So we should try to find out what we are procrastinating about and work upon it. We need to be aware about the instant gratification monkey. This is the job for all of us. A job that we should be probably start today. So not exactly today, but some days. Thank you. Any questions?
Do we have any questions?
Can you guys hear us from the on the online side of things?
Yes, Amit, we can hear you.
So actually, I was very keen to attend this, so I kind of logged in, even though I had to move away from the A store. But I can relate to a lot of what you just said. In terms of the procrastination piece, right? So once you give a lot of data, how do you any thoughts upon how does one get out of the procrastination mode and get into, let's say, more proactive mode?
Sorry.
Any thoughts on that?
Sorry, can you repeat your last statement?
I think the question is, a lot of information on procrastination and delayed stuff that becomes linked to the part of the brain, etc. But do you have any thoughts on, let's say, how does one move ahead from procrastinating into probably becoming a bit more proactive? Because ultimately, sometimes procrastination helps because the solution presents itself, but in most cases it does more harm than good.
Yeah, that's true. So procrastination do help. So instead of you taking action without even thinking about it or without even stewing for some time, spending some time on decision making, then in that case procrastination helps. But for those people where the procrastination ends up, stopping the life, not letting them live the life, then in that case the procrastination becomes a major problem. And talking about as I mentioned that science says that meditation, being mindfulness, especially, I can give you an example. Right? If you are feeling emotions or feeling procrastinating and you are not able to do something, then you should stop. Be mindful about it and ask yourself a question like, why am I feeling these emotions? So once you start asking those questions to yourself, why I'm feeling those emotions, then you might be able to find out like what's the reason behind these particular emotions why I'm feeling. And when you can work on those, then maybe you will not be able to, the instant gratification monkey will not be able to stop in your step forward.
I like the instant gratification monkey example. Anything to create a distraction.
Yeah, anything, whatever, anything and everything out there in the world, just not what you have the task in hand. Even when the task in hand might be very fun and easy, but still the instant gratification monkey will jump in and make you do something else.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
We have one question from the audience online. Kaushik asks, are there no upside to procrastination?
Yes, so as I mentioned, procrastination really helps when you are making an important decision, right? So instead of being, jumping into the decision or procrastination will give you time to spend time to do some investigation, do some work. Like I can give you a personal example. Like when I went ahead and I tried to get medical insurance for my family, I spent a lot of time because there's a lot of options, and I was procrastinating about it. But yeah, in the end, ultimately, what it gave me an opportunity to investigate and learn about that thing, and finally the decision that I made was something that I'm very proud of, and I'm happy that the decision that I finally made, and it's all due to procrastination.
One more question from Akhilesh. Is advice to seek help or speak to someone when you are actually going through this?
So so as the steps suggested, so there are some self-help techniques. You can do yoga, meditation. You can work on yourself. That way, actually the size of amygdala, as the science says, will actually reduce, and the amygdala is the main part of the brain that actually drives the procrastination. So what you can do in case it's very debilitating, you are not even able to perform your day-to-day task, or you are not even able to do or achieve what you want to do, then definitely talking to somebody who can actually understand you would really help you. And as I said, just being mindfulness about your emotions or what's going on in your head. If you realize what your feelings are, maybe you will be able to work through them. Anything else?
I hope that answers your question. Is there any other question? Are there any other questions?
Thank you everyone for your questions.
Okay, thank you so much, Tushar, for the insights, and thank you everyone. Can we just give a round of applause? Okay, so now we'll break for lunch, and we'll be back by 1:40. The next session starts at 1:45. So you all can take a break and